Hi, heroes. I'm so excited to talk to you today about the link between an abundance mindset and your hero power. Okay, so your hero power, and I'm going to have hero power pages coming soon. I do this really when I need the most mental help myself, when I'm really having trouble with feeling overwhelmed or feeling a negative emotion. I use the wand process, which I talk about all the time here, but I also use my hero power page. And the POWER, it's a process. And for P, you write out the plot of what's going on in your life right now. Like if there was a movie, right? Like, what's the plot? And it really just kind of zooms you out really well. The O of the power acronym is what's going on outside of you. So from that plot, identify what the outside of you parts are, your circumstances, right? Like things that in the moment you don't have control over. Yeah. And usually that's everything for me in the plot line. Right? When we like, because in a movie you see everything that's going on outside of some of the main characters, say the hero. But unless you're getting the like running commentary in their mind, you don't get what's inside. And that's what the W is for. POW is with what's going on within you. And this is where I like to use actually the wand, put an acronym within an acronym. That's why I'm making pages to make it easier. But the wand is really to help you go within. So wand is, what am I feeling? Allow it. Name the thought, because if you haven't heard me say it, surprise, all your feelings come from your thoughts. So match the feeling with the thought. And sometimes that takes a little bit of exploration, right? Like, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Am I telling myself this is too much? Okay, what is this? Exactly detailed. What is this? Because our brains love to do that, especially with overwhelm, right? Most of the time, you'll find that overwhelm, at least for me and in people that I coach, is happening because your brain is saying all of this, that, when you actually stop and make your brain say, okay, exactly what, then you kind of show yourself like, okay, it's not that bad. Like it's not too much, right? It's not all of it. It's just this. And then from naming the thought, you're kind of going from fear to love, right? That scarcity to that abundance mindset. You're getting curious. And then D, decide who's driving. Decide what thought pattern you want to drive instead. So you're actively working with your mind to go from fear to love when you're using your wand. And that's an integral part of this power process, the within, when we're investigating what's going on within. And then the E step is embracing the 50-50. And that is embracing that if what you are feeling is overwhelm, that there's another 50% of emotion that you're going to feel that day, right? Or in this plot line, because all of our lives are 50-50. They're 50% negative, 50% positive, 50% struggle, 50% triumph, 50% heroes, 50% villains, 50% light, 50% dark. That is being a human. That's what our brains are. We have a range of emotions because we're human. Yeah, so we're not never going to feel those hard emotions. We're not never going to struggle. We just get to choose what struggle we put ourselves in. Yeah, that's what assuming our hero power is taking the active role and having the choice, right? Like, yes, I am going to build this business. It's going to be hard. I'm choosing that struggle instead of the struggling of not following that dream. Yeah. And then the R, of course, we always have to bring it back to remembering your magic. So in this whole big plot line of your moment, of your day, of your hero's journey right now, today, stepping into that hero power, what is your magic? What are the spells, the thoughts that help you feel enabled, empowered, joy, love, awe, anything that results in you being empowered and enabled? That is your hero power process. And going through that process I built it to help all of us stop feeling like we have to chase our magic, right? And recognizing that we are the hero in our own fairy tale, that we can assume that hero's role in any moment. We can understand that what we have control over is our thoughts, feelings, But by controlling our thoughts and feelings, working with them, and control doesn't mean that we just say, like, oh, I must feel happy, I must feel joy, I must feel that magic, right? It's like that one process, like working with what is, we're 50-50 again, right? So overwhelm, okay, it's okay. I love myself. We all struggle. We all feel overwhelmed. Let's get curious. Let's love it. Let's allow it. Let's ask ourselves, like, what does this emotion need from me? What can I give my body in this state? What can I give my mind in this state? How can we work together in the time that it takes to move you into abundance? Yeah, so it's to help us all assume that hero role, that our thoughts and our feelings, right? Sorry, I was going to finish this train of thought. By being able to choose the thoughts that we focus on, we're choosing the emotions that we have more of. And then those emotions create actions and results. Like, think about it. When you're overwhelmed, you're not going to take clear and focused action towards a goal, right? Like, or you're not going to take the action that helps you enjoy that moment necessarily. If you're feeling open, if you're feeling curious, if you're feeling joy, awe, then there's a lot more available, a lot more action available to you in those moments, right? And when you take the action, your result is different. So, and the connection between stepping into this hero power and an abundance mindset is that it helps you access your abundance mindset, right? Because our abundance mindset comes from that higher thinking, that love for self, belief in our future, belief in what's possible for us, especially when we're working toward a dream. And this hero power, like I said, like I use the wand and the wand is part of it, but sometimes I need to couch it in this bigger hero power moment, which is like at any moment you can step into the hero power that you have in your life. And really that's the essence of my coaching, right? And the essence of my transformation that coaching helped me recognize is that you don't have to chase your emotions outside of you. You don't have to chase any inspiration, right? Like, you create that inside. And it's that shift from outside to inside, honestly, that we see all of our favorite princesses and heroes having on their hero's journey, right? There's that always that moment. I mean, it's in all of them, but like, and the call isn't out there, it's inside me, right? Like that power, like taking that power in your life leads to that abundance mindset, leads to new actions, leads to new results, leads to creating your dream if that's what you want it to lead towards, right? So I just wanted to share how stepping into your hero power can help your abundance mindset. The other thing that I really think it helps you do is release. Um, Dependence is kind of a strong word, but um, release blaming the outside world for where you are and for inability or ability to step into your power, right? Like when you realize, like, oh, I control my thoughts, like I control where I focus my brain and my thoughts, and I am going to create my dream, right? It's like all of that like drama that comes with um all of those thought processes, like, oh, I can't do it because this person is doing this, or I can't do it because my partner, or I can't do it because my kids, or I can't do it because all and all and all, right? Like, it's taking that back and recognizing like your power in your situation. It's really easy. I do this all the time. I find myself doing this all the time, like putting it on the outside world, why I'm not taking action, right? Like why I'm not stepping into my hero power, putting it on the people that I love, putting it on all my relationships, right? My circumstance, all of it. And really using this hero power process and stepping into that abundance mindset really helps release all of that dependence on, it's the same thing, right? That I've been talking about. Like, don't chase it, don't blame the outside world for what's happening. Like, you are controlling it. Yeah, it's a journey, it's an adventure. I am still coaching myself through it, right? But I've created these tools and I'm so happy to share them with you, and I can't wait to coach you. Um, and for all of us to go through that hero's journey that we see all of our favorite characters go through on screen, right? From the outside to the inside, and the control and power that we do have and the abundance that we have access to because of it. So have a great day, heroes.